Sunday night in the National Football League. We'll see Seattle battling Washington as the Seahawks look to defeat the football team for the second straight season. We'll close out Week 12 next on EA Sports.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here.
They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air. Now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his 2nd season with the football team.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Heineke.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now this throw caught left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Heineke now. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Penny, a 1st down carry. He gets away from 1. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st down, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action. Now Heineke. Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fighting him off. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Wilson.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more. Try and lose.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Here we go.
Alton Robinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And here's a give to Gibson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now an option play on second down.
Runs through the contact. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Off the play fake, Heineke.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Heineke.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas,
81 yards.
And Washington able to get a score back.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To throw again is Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Heineke on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Play action. Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal, Seattle. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Heineke on 3rd and 2.
That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Man, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. 14. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Wilson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Heineke now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Heineke. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Roll it, baby.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is,